Stockholm, built on 14 islands where Mälaren meets the Baltic Sea. Brightly coloured buildings along canals and boats in the harbour. Walk the cobblestone streets of Gamla Stan or enjoy views from City Hall. See history in palaces, churches and medieval buildings. But Stockholm is also modern and lively, with a vibrant art scene, great restaurants and eco-friendly spaces. From the moment you arrive, you'll feel Swedish efficiency. Stockholm has a warm heart and welcoming spirit. Swedes love nature, equality and have a unique sense of humour. Stockholm is a city of contrasts, where old things meet new things, and traditions mix with modern ideas. You can walk through the narrow streets of Gamla Stan, where time seems to stop, and then step into a modern art gallery showing the newest designs. You can eat traditional Swedish meatballs at a cozy restaurant one night and enjoy fancy food at a trendy restaurant by the water the next. Stockholm embraces its Viking history while also looking to the future. It's a place where you can explore old castles and then take a fast train to see the beautiful countryside. This mix of old and new is part of what makes Stockholm so interesting. Whether you like history, art, music, food, or just soaking up the Scandinavian charm, Stockholm has something for you. Stockholm is a city for everyone, no matter what you like or how much money you have to spend. Whether you're looking for a romantic trip, a family vacation, or an adventure by yourself, you'll find lots to do. The city is easy to get around, with great buses, trams, and a subway. If you love being outside, Stockholm has many places where you can enjoy nature. The city is surrounded by water, with lots of islands to explore. And with more than 30% of the city covered in green spaces, there's always a park or garden to relax in. Our story begins not with iPhones and Volvos, but with Vikings and cobblestones. Long before Stockholm was on postcards, Vikings sailed these waters. But it was Birger Jarl, a powerful Swedish leader, who really started Stockholm. Around 1250 AD, he saw how important these islands were. He built a fort on the biggest island, which was just a rocky place back then, and called it Stockholm, which means log islet because of the wooden defenses. This was the beginning of the city. Those early wooden walls eventually became the strong stone walls of Stockholm Palace, which still stands in Gamla Stan today. Walking through Gamla Stan is like stepping back in time. Stockholm's location, controlling the waterway between the Baltic Sea and Lake Mälaren, made it a place other countries wanted. The city survived attacks and fights for power, becoming stronger because of these conflicts. By the 1500s, under the rule of Gustav Vasa, Sweden was free from Denmark and became a powerful country. Stockholm, as the capital of this growing empire, became a great city. The Vasa family, with their grand palaces and desire for power, changed Stockholm forever. They made the city a center for culture and business, bringing in artists, smart people, and traders from all over Europe. The 1700s were a time of change for Sweden. The empire became smaller, but Stockholm adapted. The city started focusing on ideas and culture instead of military power. Stockholm became a center for new ways of thinking, for science and art. During this time, the Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences and the Swedish Academy were created, and they are still important in Sweden today. Stockholm also attracted artists and writers who liked its exciting culture and mix of city life and natural beauty. The city, like its Viking ancestors, has adapted to changes throughout history and become a modern city that remembers its past while looking to the future. Stockholm isn't just one island, it's a bunch of them. Each island is like a chapter in a history book, showing a different part of the city's past and present. Gamla Stan, the old town, is a good place to start. Here, cobblestone streets go past colorful houses, and you can almost hear the stories of medieval traders. Don't miss Stortorget, the old market square where, in 1520, the Danish king Christian II ordered a terrible massacre that made Sweden fight for its freedom. But Gamla Stan isn't just about sad history. Today it's full of shops, restaurants and cafes. Stop for a fika, the Swedish tradition of coffee and pastry, and enjoy the atmosphere. Just across the bridge is Riddarholmen, the knight's islet, where you can see the tall spire of Riddarholmen Church, where Swedish kings and queens are buried. Djurgården isn't just about shipwrecks. It's also home to Skansen, the world's oldest open-air museum, a fun collection of old buildings from all over Sweden, with people dressed in costumes showing traditional crafts. For a more modern royal experience, visit Rosendal Palace, a summer home built for King Carl XIV Johan in the early 1800s. Its rose gardens and beautiful rooms show a different side of royal life. And for some excitement, go to Gröna Lund, Stockholm's amusement park, with roller coasters and cotton candy. Skeppsholmen, once a naval base, now has the Moderna Museet, showing modern and contemporary art, and the East Asian Museum with its amazing collection of Asian art. Each island, with its unique character and attractions, is part of what makes Stockholm special. Stockholm loves art, and you can see it everywhere, from colorful street art to the beautiful design of its public spaces. Start your art journey at the National Museum, which has a huge collection of Swedish and international art from many different time periods. For a more modern experience, go to Moderna Museet on Skeppsholmen. Here you'll find works by famous artists like Picasso, Dali and Warhol, along with interesting modern art. The museum's location by the water, with great views of the city, makes it even better. Walk through the trendy Södermalm district, known for its small independent galleries and artistic atmosphere, and discover new artists. Fotografiska, in an old customs building on the waterfront, is a must-see for people who love photography. Even though it's a busy city, Stockholm has many peaceful places. The city is built on land and water, with parks and green spaces everywhere. Take a break from sightseeing and relax in one of Stockholm's many green areas. Djurgården, besides its museums and attractions, is also great for nature lovers. Walk through the Royal National City Park, a large green area with forests, meadows, and even a couple of palaces. For a more central escape, go to Kungsträdgården, which means the King's Garden, a popular place in the middle of the city. In summer, relax under the trees and enjoy outdoor concerts and events. And you must visit the archipelago, a beautiful group of over 30,000 islands, islets and skerries east of the city. Swedish food. It's more than just meatballs, though those are really good. Think fresh, seasonal ingredients, lots of seafood from the Baltic Sea, and flavors that are both hearty and light. Get ready to explore some great food. Let's start with the classics. Those famous Swedish meatballs, you have to try them. Find a place that makes them with care, using old family recipes. They'll come covered in creamy gravy with lingonberry sauce, that sweet and tart sauce that makes the dish perfect. Because the city is close to the water, there's lots of fresh seafood. Stockholm's food scene is a fun mix of simple and fancy, from busy market halls to Michelin-starred restaurants that are very creative with food. For a real taste of local life, go to Östermalms Saluhall, a historic covered market from the 1800s. Here, you'll find stalls full of fresh produce, local cheeses, cured meats, and very fresh seafood. Get something to eat at one of the market's food stalls, or buy food for a picnic in the park. For a fancier meal, Stockholm has many Michelin-starred restaurants. Many of the city's best restaurants are relaxed and modern, using fresh seasonal ingredients and making food look beautiful. You can't talk about food in Stockholm without mentioning fika. It's more than just a coffee break. It's a Swedish tradition to relax, recharge, and connect. Enjoy strong Swedish coffee with a kanelbulle or kardemummabulle. Cafes are everywhere in Stockholm. Each cafe is unique, from cozy to modern. Don't be afraid to have a second fika. Many cafes also offer tea, hot chocolate, and juices. The important thing is to relax and savor the moment. Fika is about enjoying life's simple pleasures. Connect with friends and recharge. When in Stockholm, grab a friend and enjoy fika. Getting around Stockholm is easy, even if you don't speak Swedish. The city's public transportation is great. The metro, called the tunnelbana, is beautiful, with stations decorated with art. It's like riding through an art gallery. Buy a travel card, called an SL access card, to use the metro, buses, trams, and some ferries in the city centre as much as you want. You can buy these at metro stations and stores. Look for the SL logo. Download the SL app on your phone for information on routes, schedules, and any problems. But don't just use the metro. Stockholm is best explored on foot, so you can really experience the city and find hidden gems. Put on your walking shoes and explore the streets of Gamla Stan or walk along the waterfront. If you want, rent a bike and explore like a local. Stockholm is very bike-friendly, with bike paths everywhere. Stockholm has all kinds of places to stay, from fancy hotels to cozy guest houses. Gamla Stan and Norrmalm are good choices for main attractions. Södermalm is trendier with independent shops, art galleries, and cool cafes. For budget options, consider hostels. They're clean, safe, and social. Think about what's important: luxury, location, or budget. Book in advance. The best time to visit Stockholm depends on what you want to do. Summer is busy with long days and festivals, but it's crowded and expensive. Spring and autumn are quieter with nice weather. Winter is cold but magical with snow and Christmas markets. Pack for the season and activities. Comfortable shoes are essential. Wear layers for changing weather. Bring a raincoat or umbrella. Swedish people are known for being polite, on time, and loving nature. Here are some tips for blending in. Respect personal space. Swedes like to have space around them, so don't stand too close or interrupt conversations. Be on time. Being punctual is important in Sweden. Arrive on time for everything. Embrace the lagom lifestyle. Lagom means just the right amount. It's about balance, moderation, and enjoying simple things. Respect the environment. Swedes care about the environment. Recycle, don't litter, and use public transportation or a bike. Learn some basic Swedish. While most Swedes speak English, learning a few phrases like hedge, hello, tack, thank you, and ursakta, excuse me, shows respect. Following these tips will make your trip better and help you connect with the local culture. Remember, traveling is not just about seeing sights, it's about experiencing a new culture, learning from the locals, and making memories. As you leave Stockholm, the city might seem to disappear into the sunset. But Stockholm isn't just a place you visit. It's an experience you remember. The city is charming. It's the sound of cobblestones, the smell of cinnamon buns, the sunlight on the water. Stockholm's old buildings tell stories of history. It's a modern city that remembers its Viking past. It encourages you to relax and enjoy the moment, to embrace the lagom way of life. Stockholm stays in your memory. It's the friendly smile of a local, the taste of fresh seafood, the feeling of awe in a museum. Stockholm is hard to describe. It's a mix of history and modernity, nature and city, tradition and innovation. It has something for everyone, whether you like history, art, food, or just beautiful places. Explore the old streets of Gamla Stan. Discover the art scene, from famous museums to small galleries. Enjoy Swedish food, from meatballs to new and exciting dishes. Find peace in the city's parks, or visit the beautiful archipelago. Embrace the Swedish way of life, the fika breaks, the love of nature, the sense of community. Stockholm is a city you'll want to visit again and again. There's always something new to see and do. Whether you like its history, culture, food or nature, Stockholm will capture your heart. As you say goodbye to this amazing city, remember the feeling of cobblestones, the taste of cinnamon buns, the sounds of a busy market. These are the memories you'll keep. So, until next time, Stockholm, may your skies be blue, your waters magical, and your spirit continue to inspire travelers. Vi ses snart. See you soon.